We were away yesterday because we have had stuff. Welcome. So, today we're going to be in the Forever world, a little Forever project world, because I need to take some initial pictures of the Forever world and then make sure that we do start to craft it. It is good enough. So, doing well subscriber wise, but like 1047 I think it is, which is pretty good so far. Slowly increasing the subscriber count. Also updated the RAM in my laptop, so should be able to create Java content now. Shouldn't be too bad, but no real goals today. Interesting. But yeah, so plan is look at the initial photos that we have and then go from the Hello Ducky Lights games. So yeah, we're going to use our initial look of here, and then basically what we're going to do is then start crafting the bases to make sure that we've got it all down. So we'll start crafting this one first, because this one's a little bit easier. But this one is not easier, but it's like what I first designed, so I thought, heck it, we'll design that one first. So I built that one first. So we pretty much have everything, except of course the mossy stone, but that can be combined with in a stone cutter, and then the flowers we'll get ourselves. So do the usual, the couple of photos of the actual design, just so I have somewhat of a basic point of it. I'm just using my phone to take photos, and then what we'll do, we'll head straight back to our survival world, and then we'll build it in there. Shouldn't be too bad, because the way our world is at, it should be pretty creative. So let's go to the Forever project, because we've got it pathed out. We now just need to get the box and start building our star base, ready for our adventure, really. So we did some terraforming the last Forever project stream. On the weekends we did a new series called the Traveling Hermit, which is a hardcore series. It's a bit of a challenge. So what we've done is we set ourselves that every time it's night time, we must keep running. We're allowed to stop and like jump and stuff like that, but we are not allowed to build stuff or craft. Like, we have to go in a different direction, and it's up to the viewers which direction we go into, and we're only allowed certain items in our chests. So we're not allowed to bring chests along with us, because of course the items fall out, and so on and so forth. It's a pretty fun one. So first out, this is where we're going to live. If you guys haven't been updated, let alone kept watching, this version of Minecraft is completely survival. It is the basic survival that you can play. There's no add-ons, no mods or anything like that as well. Probably in the future might add actions and stuff, just for a bit of laugh. But ultimately, this is our base at the moment. Starter base, which of course will be updated, and then in a video which I've been recording each week, we'll then upload once we have created this. So in the last one we created like terraforming from over there, flow in here, and then the goal is to terraform all this in the future to get it to flow into there. We are not filling up that water, it will be way too hard. But in the future we might block it off, I'm not sure. We are just ultimately designing it for fun. So let's go grab the items that we need for our overall adventure with making this, and we'll go from there, really. So I'm just going to put a load of my items in here. So today's episode is really just focusing on building, nothing too crazy. I don't have an extreme goal for today's episode. I do want to get a decent amount of the it built. But of course that fluctuates on whether it actually gets done or not. So that is ultimately just a goal of mine, to have at least some of it built. But yeah, shouldn't be too bad. We have a decent amount of stuff. We have it pretty much all set out. Obviously we don't have all of the stone bricks, so the overall structure on the inside wouldn't be the best with the stone. We of course would need to get more stone, which I think we have had some cooking away. Yeah, so we literally just need to go out and get more stone. But what I'm doing at the moment, because it saves a little bit of time, I've chosen to get the stone as we go along and basically make the area as we go along, because I can just go build the stone, but I'm not in love with the concept of just like having it all. So like I'm more than willing if this takes a little bit longer to actually build. So because I know that we have this block, and then here we have a pillar that goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you know what's funny? I didn't even bring the rest of my stuff. I literally just made this and left the rest. The rest is back at the house. Okay, let's grab that stuff. Silly me though. But yeah, the traveling series, that's on during the week. Sorry, give us a second. What else did I need? My spruce. I accidentally got way too many of these. And then let's get my mossies. Because this shouldn't be really too hard to build. But for you guys that don't know, this series is pretty much without any creative like stops. It is build as creatively as I can and enjoy building creatively as well. So shouldn't be too bad. So what I'm going to do is just have a quick look at the photos from L2 without getting spammed. So yeah, so we have basically a gap now where this goes. So it goes that, and then you have 3, I think it is. Yeah, you have that, 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 then that. So pretty much that's the design. And then next to that you have wood, which are the dark oak logs. So we use a combo of different logs, sorry, not different logs, different items. So what we do is we break this and then we build up to the same level, because this actually goes a little bit higher. So it goes up here, and then it does that for all of them. So then you come with your oak sign, and then the oak signs go here and then here, and that is like the walls, and it looks pretty cool. And then of course you then have this, and then you have the spruce shelves, and then that. So the reason why it's like that is just because it looks cool to me. Of course, we could just have these. They're not even stuck to anything. So ultimately, you can just get rid of them. But for the design's sake, I actually liked the way it looked all together. So at an initial point, we are going to keep with this design. So and then you build that up, and that's perfect. So it's all good. And then it just repeats on the other side, really nice and easy. So then you go your spruce shelves, making sure they're all facing the right way, of course. Don't want to end up placing them in the wrong way. Let me grab that one. Now, we haven't designed the inside, of course, so far it is just a blank canvas, but of course this would be turned into dark oak log wood. But it shouldn't be too hard, but yeah. So, now got that, so it's this and then... Perfect. Now, luckily for me, that's as high as we have to do for that one. And then we just repeat on the other side. Because we now just put our signs and our... Oh, way too high on that one. Ah. Just got to remember to shift click. There you go. Nice and easy. Let's quickly nap, and then we'll get the because I want to get that one done in this stream minimum. That's the minimum that we are going to get done is that whole thing plus the plants on it. I did grab the oak logs. I wondered if I needed any more. Yeah, because not a lot oak logs, the thingamabobs. I eat some food so I can take on that skeleton. Now I think the bonus of this is going to be like super creative. Like I was trying to say earlier, is that we have full, like I mean full possibility to use whatever block that we want in this version of Minecraft. So we also have access to the sulfur blocks. So we have pretty much access to everything, which I think is a massive, massive bonus. Okay, so we're going to have our wood here, and then we start off with our softy bits. But one thing I did forget is that I didn't take the picture for this side, but I do believe it is the same. So let's quickly have we're going to have a quick look, because I was silly and I only took a photo of one side, which is the silliest decision ever. So let's go to our creative. So as you can see, it says it's experimental. But I'm hoping for the best. I like doing stuff like this. This clears my mind after the last 3 weeks have been pure hell. This is nice to get on and do some crafting. Okay, perfect. It's the same design, just without the fences, of course. And same design, except with the fences, of course. Okay, perfect. Now I know I can be fully comfortable with designing it. And then the fences are nothing really to add on. They're like the last little bit, and they're just like an extra decoration. Just so then when it's like this, it doesn't have that all flat. It still looks like it's got texture. Because if not, I'm having to put a slabs across. But putting a fence across looked really, really cool from the design that I put out. Yeah. Perfect. So it is same. Oh, it's 2, okay. Let's just take a picture of that so I can remember. This is the issue, you see. It's hard to remember what you've designed because I don't have like any of the. This is all on bedrock, so of course you don't have the ability to have light matter occur. So I had to do all the calculations myself, like how many blocks did I put, what blocks am I going to need, how many of these I'm going to need, and so forth. So it became that arduous process of it. But the bonus of it is, of course, I can then change and design a lot of stuff myself, and if I want to, I can add pretty much whatever I wanted. If, God forbid, I was like, you know what would be really cool is if I made a lantern that shot out into the sky, and I had loads of them around my, like, this one city, which would of course mean that I need to go fight the Wither loads. Like, there is no, if I come up with something creativity, I'm not going to be that person to go, no, I can't do that because I need millions of that block. It's like, no, do it. Let's create this as advanced and as creative as physically possible. Boy, I do miss building my Lego Death Star. I hate that it's built, because like the days of like constantly building it was fun. So yeah, so we've got then spruce, then tree. Was it tree? I'm gonna be annoyed if I think it's right. Yep. Oh, okay, that only goes up to there this time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. It goes to there. Because this goes across and then it has something else. So in the middle we've got 2 of these. And then here we've got 1, 2, 3. And let's put these in here. Perfect. And then it is the same here. But of course these go up to 5 as well. Because I don't think I fully designed every floor of how it was actually going to be. So it's going to be one of those things where I had to design in the future. Okay, and this is going to be a tree. Completely missed. I hope I was right on how many trees I'm actually going to need, because it would be so annoying if I was wrong. And then of course that goes across, that goes across, that goes across, creates this pattern. Goes there, that goes there, perfect. Yeah. And then of course this normal pattern like it is here on the other side. Let's just place, take the fences. Now I'm going to design everything pretty much in creative, so then I can like have a full concept of the idea before we actually start crafting it completely. Because you don't want to get deep into a project and then realise it looks terrible, or there's something about it that you want to change that you can't change because you've spent like hours on actually designing it. So far I like it. The only issue, of course, it hasn't got the moss on it, which is my overall process of the fort. I think once I got the moss on it, it'll look way better. So yeah. Yeah. Should be cool. Okay. This side's easier because you just copied that pretty much. Obviously it's pretty much the same anyway. And then that goes there. And then that goes there. Of course. Oh no, that is fully a pillar. Silly me. Whoopsie. Now the plan is also to transform this whole entire area into like an actual village as well. Should be pretty cool. Maybe complement this one. Use the methods that I've got for this on as well. So, yeah. Should be cool. I do love that design. So you guys may think it like, we'll stop here. But yeah, pretty much yeah. This is where the pillar goes, and then the reason why I don't have anything across here is to save bricks. Literally that. Because it would become a waste of bricks if I didn't. Especially with the low number that we actually have. But I'm glad that I've been able to save a little bit. That's perfect. Because I can then start a mine and efficiently craft stuff. Yeah, because this then turns to the bigger mine, the bigger section of the house. So that itself combines on, because this is just a side parting which connects onto the main section of the building. So now all we have to do is get back up there. Well, adds the signs first. And then put the moss on as well. Shouldn't be too hard. No, I like it because it gave it that like 3D look. But I thought it was interesting. Hello, Demo. Arsenal are winning 1-0. Well, last time I checked, which was a couple minutes ago. Yeah, so today we are in the Forever Project world and we are crafting this. So let me just use andesite as my stairs. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's typical though, but I think Arsenal got a very high chance to win this one. So I feel sorry for all the fans of Burnley. But I didn't expect anything great from them either. When I knew we were playing them tonight, I was just like, well, probably going to win. So I'm interested in see how Spurs do tomorrow. I think that'd be interesting. Oh my god. And that goes there. That goes there. Moss, moss, moss. Okay, so we've got the first bit of moss on. And then we need to put down some of the shelves just on the loggies, top bits. Oh damn. Yeah, that's definitely a good old red card there. A lot of players now get away with a lot of stuff that you wouldn't get. Well, actually, sorry. A lot of players get away with like old school stuff that you used to get away with back in the day, but now it's like very frowned upon. And then some people just can 2-foot someone and still get away with it. It's like, oh, okay. But it's ultimately, what does the ref see? What does VIR notice? And then the extra bonus of that all. Not too bad so far. And then we have so we have that one there. And then we have that one. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. Overall, nice design. And then, of course, the steers go across. Yeah, that's very true. I find it really interesting to see how the match ultimately is going to go, and then how the league itself is going to go. Because we all can agree, we always thought Arsenal was always just going to come second this season, because it's a repetitive, like, Arsenal is that type of club with a repetitive injury syndrome, where your body automatically repeat prior injuries. Okay, we repeat the same thing, in the best way of putting it, and Arsenal are very known for repeating the same thing, which is failing, not winning. So I didn't expect us to get as far as we have, let alone it to come down to the last 2 matches of the season, where Man City have to win theirs, but if we win, then it's going to be harder for you guys. But ultimately, we'll just have to wait and see. Okay. Perfect. And then we'll have to get back up. This time, just do the simple method. Damn it. Yeah, well, I can't remember where you guys were. You were pretty low, so understandable. But I think for any club, like, when you're struggling to do stuff that you're expected of you, you're going to end up, like, taking a bit of a knock. So we got 2, perfect. I think it's 1 more. Okay, let's jump on here. Then we need our moss. perfect. Okay, so that's one side done. Yeah, so we got 2 extra minutes. Arsenal is still 1-0. So very likely we'll win. Which is not too bad, really. So now we built this, we have to start building up the actual this part. And how was we doing it? No, we weren't doing it like that. I can't remember the technique that we're using. I'll figure it out. Yeah, agreed. That was all the penalty. So me and my wife were, well, I was with my wife while she was in hospital, and one of the nurses said that her partner supports West Ham, and how she's livid because she now has to go home and tell them, listen to them complain about how Arsenal beat West Ham, and a goal that should have been disallowed was not disallowed. Sorry, the goal that was disallowed should have been continued, which I thought was funny. Okay, let me just use whatever to get up here. So what I think I do is do this, this. Nope. That's wrong. But then I also do this, this, this. That. Yeah, perfect. Seven minutes added on. Oh, damn. Yeah, because for me it said it was on my little network thing. It's saying 4 + 4 minutes. So damn, that's a long time to add on. Interesting. Well, I got to do some building. I actually really like this. I can't wait to put flowers on it. And then that be next. Oh, do you think is that confirmed that he's leaving, or is that like you guys wanting him to leave? Because there's a big difference between, oh, he's definitely leaving, to I want him to leave. Oh, we don't. So it's his personal choice. So he's probably looking at retirement, maybe, or to spend more time with family and that. Because he's doing well. Well, he's won you like 3 Premier Leagues in the last 3 years, I think. I may be wrong, of course. Yeah, true. It's ultimately how long he can be bothered to stay, really. because some people don't want to stay forever. Damn. Is that the most trophies that a person has won a club before? I think that is. Okay, now we're here. Actually, can't remember what the next bit is. Oh, damn, okay. So he's won 20 with you guys. It's really decent then. Okay. And then you got that one done. And then do the same. Okay, perfect. Now it's all about moss. I would say it feels like we've got way too much moss, and then I realised that the moss in fact is also going to be on the other roof as well. Well, he's not the best, but he's kept us in contention for the Premier League the last couple of seasons, really driving performance up in Saka and our other players, which is really, really good. But ultimately, we just have to wait and see, really, on what his plans are or what he hopes to achieve in the next season or two. And then hope he's definitely going to be one for us to keep. I would like to see, like, for once, Arsenal get back to what they used to be, like with Thierry, and technically you could say Walcott, but like old school Arsenal where we actually were good. Yeah, I think that's more of like, how would he feel personally? Like, will winning the league help that? You are talking about Mikel Arteta, or if you're talking about of course Pep. Either of them, it's like is ultimately down to family. It's what a lot of people forget. It's not about clubs. It's about, well, the missus hates living where she is, so she wants to go move out. Da, da, da. So yeah, his space was pretty elite. Makes me wonder. I don't know if this is who they were discussing, but I know I saw a clip on YouTube of like some of the old school footballers discussing the speed of some of the players, and I think one of them was Jesus, that's unfair. That just blew up. That nearly died. Fun. But yeah, as I was saying, so I think one was Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale was on it as well, so we're discussing stuff, and Gareth Bale had his opinion of who was faster. Of course, typical Gareth, which led to then very, very interesting conversation on like what makes a fast player. And then Gav was like talking about certain ones he feels like he could have beaten speed wise. So does have an interesting afterthought. Like most of the players are really, really quick, but of course you've got some who are even faster, and then you've got some who are just like really slow. Like when I used to play football, I was pretty fast, but I also had endurance. So, and weird like ADHD type brain, where like if I had lost the ball. So when I was playing football, even as an adult, when I'd lose a ball or something would happen with the ball, maybe I'd like be on the floor or something, I'd quickly jump up and then run all the way from, it could be like one end to the other to get the ball back for my team, because that's just how I was built, just to like run like a bloody dog. Because I used to, basically when I was playing football as a kid, I would just run all the time, like get the ball booted from one end to the other and then sprint after it. My job when I played football was to take the corner kicks, because weirdly I was able to curve it in pretty well. Yeah, true. Well, I think one was Carl Walker talking about that he could have beaten Gareth Bale. I think it was. But there's always going to be that question, like, oh, who's faster, who's better? I think it was Gareth Neville. I can't remember who it was. Someone said they don't rate Neymar as close enough. Like they said that Neymar Jr. is not as good as people think he is, and they don't rate him in like their top 10 or something like that of like best football players ever. So I was like, oh, okay. Very interesting conversation of that. Okie dokie. So now we have all this on it. The only downside, of course, is the thought that I have completely forgotten what actually goes on the roof. That bit, of course. So we're going to have to pillar up, design, or fix the rest, really. I'm going to collect some more dirt, so I have some like dirt to cling on to. That's why scaffolding is so much better. There you go. Now that's probably fixed. Let's head up to the roof, and then we'll continue the design. Okay, so we're going to quickly switch over to our creative world just so we can see what's in the roof. We'll go from there, really. Yep, so Arsenal won 1-0 full time, giving us 82 points, meaning Man City must get 5 points to be in the next round. If we get 6, wait, I think it's up to you guys, really. Let me think. I'm maybe wrong, of course. The calculations is 77. So 77. Yeah, I'll give you guys 83 points. Arsenal, if we lose our next match, if we lose our match, you've won the league. If we win our next match, we won the league. If we draw the league, we must score more goals than you to win. Because goal difference, we've got the same goal difference. Yeah. Which I think you guys will. I think your only one that you guys might have a small challenge with, but I don't think it's going to be a major challenge, is of course your Bournemouth game. Oh, actually, I might be wrong. I think you guys got a challenge in 2 games there. You got Bournemouth in 6th, and then you've got Aston Villa in 4th, who will want to get some more points. Same with Liverpool. So you got a decent pressure on your ass, really. And then Man U have to win their next match, which is against Brighton, which they should. So that'll be interesting. But it is all to play for. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like you're playing against like a super low league team. Like, you guys still have ability to lose dramatically. So there's then just making sure you guys keep your team together and then hope that you get some points. But as Arsenal have won this one, that gives us a lot of pressure as well on our next match. Because if we win that one, we're good. We've won the league, basically. Like, even if you guys win yours, there's nothing you can do, I think. I might be wrong, I think I'm correct. There's nothing that you guys can do. Yeah, there's nothing you guys can do if we win. Yeah, well, I love to see a okay, that's how it went. I love to see a proper challenge, but I don't think... I think you guys lost too many, like, crucial ones that, like, could have been easy 3-pointers, where you've now pushed yourselves in that position where you're going to lose. And I think Arsenal are going to win the league. Yeah, I ultimately think we're going to win the title this season. But you know what? I think it's going to be... If we win the league this year, I am so fucking looking forward to seeing how Man City will play next season. I think they will then dominate completely. Because if it was me and we'd come second, I'd be so angry at all of my players that they'll be training 10 times harder, they'll be becoming more efficient, and they'll be 10 times better than what they were last season. So I think next season you guys might dominate like crazy. And I think it's going to be a very interesting watch. And I think if you're a football fan, next season it's going to be one of those seasons where you are ultimately really going to enjoy watching football as a whole. And it's going to be one of those amazing, beautiful, creative areas of sport that most of the time people don't realise. Yeah, you guys should have won. You really should have won against Everton. That was, no offence, was pretty pathetic. It's good that you guys were able to get at least 1 point, but there's certain games where you've lost points that really needed to be overall gains. But yeah, my plan is to hopefully go actually watch an Arsenal game next year. Just go down, get a brand new Arsenal kit, go watch the Arsenal game. Because all my old Arsenal stuff is at my mum's. I don't go around there anymore, so... Yeah. So it just shows how one game can suddenly change it. Because you then had to be... Instead of being the lead front, you guys then had to be the individuals to try and chase it back. Same thing happens massively in Formula 1. You have the lead racer, and then suddenly out of nowhere, they could suddenly lose or... like lose a couple seconds and the next minute they're chasing. You never want to be the person chasing, you always want to be the person leading the way. But also the chasing makes you more hungry, because then if you're chasing completely, you then are like, oh, I want to beat you guys, but ultimately I can't because of this and that. Well, it is ultimately just pushing the players as best as they can be. You guys got massive players. Can I ask, because I don't keep track of, like, your team, what the heck has happened to Haaland? I'm sure he was scoring, like, ridiculous amount of goals per game. Like, and he was, like, token to be, like, a fantastic, amazing player and all this. Or was I wrong? I think... I may have built this wrong. Oh, I have built this wrong. Okay, so the moss isn't there. It is this. Perfect. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what players Pep brings in as well. I will say I also don't really care what Arsenal are doing. Like, I think we're gonna win. That's comfortable enough for me. But one thing I've really been keeping my head on and like constantly watching, checking the fixtures was West Ham and Tottenham. I think West Ham and Tottenham this season has been so thrilling. It's actually probably one of the best situations that I've ever seen, because West Ham comes so close to having Spurs regulated and then have them not. It's been crazy. Oh, okay, so that's why. Okay, no, I weren't sure because I hadn't seen him play a lot, so I was like a bit like, oh, has he been all talk? But he hasn't, of course, like you said. So yeah, it definitely will. Spurs will stay up, but it does prove one thing, and I think it's going to hit Spurs ultimately hard, that they need to work hard next season. If not, they will be playing in the Championship. And I don't think West Ham are going to go down for too long. The clubs that I think that are going to go up next season are going to be Wrexham, and I think West Ham. Definitely. I don't think... Let me have a look, because I'll be able to tell. Let me just put... Yeah, I think Wrexham will go up definitely next season, so at the end of next season. Tables. Yeah, so Coventry will... I don't think they're going to stay up next season. So I think next season they'll go down. Millwall, maybe. You got some weird ones that are coming up. You've got Coventry, Millwall, Southampton, Middlesbrough, Hull. Middlesbrough have been in the Premier League before, same with Hull. So it would be interesting. I think Southampton was in it last season, I can't remember. But it'd be cool to see Wrexham go up as well next season. But it'll be very interesting to see. Of course, Coventry and Ipswich. Ipswich was in the league last year. So it'll be very interesting to see how those two teams do. But Coventry is a powerful team, so it'll be interesting to see how well they develop in a Premier League type area. So I would love for Hull to go up, because it would just be awesome for the Hull fans. As a collective, like, it would be awesome for them to see. But whether that is a thing that happens is all up to Hull, really. And it's up to them to put the effort in to get that to be an actual thing. Okay, I am confused how I did it. Oh, I know now. Cool. And then, yeah. Okay, we just got to do the doors on this side. Perfect. And then you got the steps that'll go there. And not steps, there. Other thingamabobs. Perfect. And then I have just massively realised this is super dark. So crafting here would be dangerous. Let's quickly sleep. Go back to the house. Eat some food. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that's hilarious. Like, what random thing to comment on someone's like video. Oh, I felt so bad for this guy. So I had a guy comment on one of my videos. This is literally a couple days ago. He comments in Spanish, so I translate what he said. I then comment the answer to his translation. And of course, I don't speak Spanish at all. I have no Spanish. I don't know any Spanish. So, of course, he's then commented back, Espanol. Basically, could it be in Spanish? And I was like, oh, I feel bad for the guy because he can't actually... I've given him the answer, but because he only knows Spanish, he can't read my answer. And I felt so bad. So I hope he was able to translate it because I felt bad a bit. But some of these times, things like that happens. I love seeing what people comment sometimes. Sometimes people comment nice stuff. They're like, oh, thank you. It's helped us out a lot, which is always nice, and that's pretty wholesome. And you have, of course, the other people who are like the other way around, who can be a bit mean for no reason. But people are going to hate on you, because that's what people do. People can be jealous that you've created something, or they can just feel like it's stupid. But ultimately, it's up to you to decide whether the thing you're doing is stupid or not. Like, I used to do a thing for Lego channel. I used to run. I don't run anymore. Have no interest in running a Lego channel. Because of everything to do with Lego, how expensive it is, and how you can't really say what you want to say. You have to like play by their rules. Again, with the goddamn creepers. Go away, zombie. Hitting you with a spade, mate. Just cook. I'm sure I put enough torches down here. No, oh, I didn't I? Here you go. You know what should be fun? They should bring out a Minecraft block called item called roasted rotten flesh, and it caused more poison damage than a normal one. And the only reason of that was because you had like left it out in the sun, so it like fermented. And to get the item, you basically have to place it outside on the floor, and that's how you get it. I think that would be cool. You know, goddamn fence. So annoying. Okay, so that's perfect. Now we just have to go upstairs. And then we can plant that. I didn't have it on the other side, did I? Okay, that's what I did. Have it on every one of these. Then once the house is finished, we can then build, put the flowers on, because there's no point putting flowers on now. But this is something that we are going to design now, and it's this, because we need to design it. So I was thinking, so now we use these. Actually, this is a temporary block, because I was thinking have wood come out like this, and then on the same side, and then we here, and then we have like a nice glass window. Yeah, I play on PlayStation Demo. That's what I'm on now. Yeah, and we just have maybe the glass window there. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I would say it's off, but it's because I haven't finished doing that on that side yet, so it looks like it's completely off. Oh, I'll tell you this, I bought myself a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards a couple days ago, because I decided I like getting different cards. Sometimes I'll get Pokemon cards or I'll get Yu-Gi-Oh cards. God damn it. I actually am not fully sure what they're specifically called. Tell you what they're like, what the actual cards I got, but to me they were pretty cool. I don't think I got anything like mega awesome, but I also did open a pack of Pokemon cards and they were pretty cool. What we call here, if you have that either side, so it looks like an old barn that's been like changed into a building. Yeah, an old barn and then a little window out to see everything. Yeah, it is pretty much built. Step 1 of building the starter house has now been finished. How nice. So I would continue, guys, but we do need a lot more stone, so I will have to go do some stone mining. Plus I've got other stuff that I have to do today. When it comes to the YouTube channel, I've put off a video that was supposed to be done 4 months ago, and I have literally done the first 5 minutes of that video. So I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. Thank you for coming along, and I will see you guys tomorrow for more of this, where hopefully we will have all of this crafted. Plus, you know, it's getting late. It's not really getting late. I haven't even had dinner yet, so I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. I clicked the wrong thing.